Good morning, Tehmina Khan is here in TKMaths is Fun. In today's video, we will see a question on trigonometry which will help you to recall saw-ka-taw concept and sine rule, cosine rule. Cosine rule is not used as such, rather it is only sine rule, right? I had intention to put a question which could use both, but video will become longer then, so I'm taking only the one which has sine rule. Okay. So let's start with the question. It is saying calculate the perimeter of the quadrilateral ABCD. Now you know quadrilateral is a closed figure with four sides. So if you see ABCD, it's a closed side. When we are finding out the perimeter, just a minute, we have to find out the length of AB, BC, CD and DA, right? These are the length we have to find out. Do not find out the length of BD. This is a mistake made by the student. They find out BD also and add in it. Number two thing, question is saying very clearly quadrilateral ABCD. Quadrilateral is four-sided. Second thing, second indication, dotted line is here. Can you see a dotted line? It means it is not part of the figure. It is just to help you out, to understand, to calculate things, right? Okay, so let's see one triangle at a time. So I'm looking at the triangle AB, BD and DA, right? This triangle I'm looking at it first. So I have to find out this side and this side. So if you remember saw-ka-taw, sine is equals to opposite over hypotenuse. Cos is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. And taw, tan is equals to opposite over adjacent. So for this angle, this is opposite and this is adjacent and this is hypotenuse, right? So I will apply for AD sine rule because it is O over H, okay? So you will do sine 35 is equals to AD upon 14, opposite over adjacent. And then you will calculate the value of AD, which is 14 sine 35. Let me calculate it. You can also calculate in your calculator. So answer is coming 8.03. Okay, by the way, when we are adding up all these answers, so do not try to round off here. If you will round off here, for example, if you just write 8.03, in this case it won't make much difference because I have zeros afterward. But in other cases, if you have numbers here, digits here, so it will impact the final answer. So write down the answer up till 3-4 decimal places here. In the final answer, we will round it off. Okay. So now let's find out AB. Okay. So this is for this angle, it is adjacent over hypotenuse. So I will use what? Cos. Cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. So now I will use cos 35 is equals to AB upon 14, okay? And then AB is equals to 14 times cos 35. So now let's calculate. You can also calculate in your calculator. So it is 11.46812, okay? Now I have to find out these sides, BC and CD. Now I can see it is not a right angle triangle. The mistake made here, student again apply right angle triangle rule, saw-ka-taw. You know when triangle is not a right angle triangle, you can't apply saw-ka-taw. This is applicable only in right angle triangle. So now we have two rules, sine and cosine rule. Because in the triangle BCD, in this triangle BCD, two angles are given and the side is included, right? I can easily find out the third angle. Why? By subtracting these two angles from 180. If you do so, it will be what? 75. Yes, right. So now, just a minute. I will apply here sine rule or cosine rule. What do you think? In this case, you can apply any because you know three angles and one side. but sine is easier, so I will apply sine rule here, right? So for, let me erase this a bit to make it neat. Okay, so here I wrote 75. So now to find out this side, I will make use of this ratio and this ratio. You know, sine rule may use side over angle. So you can write side on the top or angle on the top, choice is yours. So for example, I'm writing DC divided by sine 45. And then 14 divided by sine 75. And let's calculate. Okay, so I'm calculating, you also calculate so that you know how to use a calculator and we will match the answers. Me can also go wrong, right? So I am getting 10.248711. Okay, I'm not writing for more digits. Similarly, to find out the side BC, let me change the color. Okay, so to find out this BC, I will take this ratio with this ratio. Let me clean it so that you don't get confused what I'm doing here. Okay, so I am taking this side because BC over sine 60, and I'm taking this 14 upon sine 75. So BC upon sine 60 and 14 upon sine 75. You see, 14 upon sine 75. So it will become so let's calculate again. 14 sine 60. Acha, by the way, you know, do check your calculator is in the degree mode, because sometimes calculator is in the radian mode, right? Because when you use a certain concept students are using at higher level in class 11 also, circular measure, so they change the calculator mode and they forget to change. How do you check quickly the mode is radian or degree? Just press sine 90 in your calculator. If answer is coming 1, it means the calculator is in the degree mode. Otherwise on the top it is also written D, it means degree. If R, it is radian, but it is so small at times that a student forget to see it clearly, right? Okay, so we were calculating 14 sine 60 divided by sine 75. So answer is 12.55205. So now let's sub all these answers. Let me erase this. Okay, I'm adding up these 4 answers. Which 4 answers? This one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, you can also add it up. Okay, so answer is coming after adding up 42 point, let me write here, 42.2989. Okay, since the question is not saying in one decimal place, mostly the standard is you write answer in 3 significant figure. So if you see first, second, third, so you have to write in 3 significant figure. The digit next to it is 9. It means this will increase by 1. So it is 42.3. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video. Please share it with your friends, and you think need to know this concept, so please press like and subscribe button so that you can get my more videos I'm making on other basic concepts.